Hey guys, what's up, y'all? We are back again. This is what, baby, our third episode?
Yeah, third episode.
Is it our third
Happy
episode?
Friday.
Happy Friday, you guys. Obviously, we are here today to give you another insight into something that me and my husband, not necessarily argue about. I mean, yes, we have argued about it. I mean, but this was really more so in the beginning of our relationship, kind of before we got married. And what we're going to talk to you, we didn't even say what we're going to talk about. What we're talking about today is going through your significant other phone, okay? And where we stand on that, what we believe in, and all that good stuff. So I know some things you may not agree with me on, baby, but it's okay.
I agree to disagree.
Okay. That's why I love you.
Alright, well, I'm gonna start off by talking about like when we first got together.
Okay.
Like, man, we don't really do that, but I did have a moment. I had that one time. You remember?
It was more than one time. He thinks I don't know about it.
I'm gonna say twice. Maybe three.
Okay.
But I try not to, and the time I did it, I thought I had some solid evidence.
He didn't.
And you know what I mean? We was first getting together, so I just wanted to make sure that when we was going with our relationship, I had serious trust issues. And anybody that know me,
so did I.
So, and it was kind of crazy because when I went through the phone, you know, like, it was a coworker, you know, and...
Manager.
Yeah, he was a manager. I had insecurities about myself at the time. You know, I wasn't making a lot of money. You know, I had a nice car. You know, this dude, he was on his way to great success and everything like that. So, when I seen him, he sent you an inbox?
No, it was just a text message because he got my number because we needed it. I was one of the people that had a key to the office. And he said, you should feel like a celebrity now. And I was... like, okay, I never responded. That's the thing. And the thing was, I didn't even think about it like that. You know what I mean? I didn't even think about it like that. So when he brought it, I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about?
And I wasn't going to say nothing because I knew I wasn't around for even going through a phone. But in a man's world, when a dude say, well, you a celebrity now or you famous now.
No, like, in Tony's world.
That means something else. You know what I mean?
In Tony's world, that means that.
But, you know, we had our moments where we dealt with that, you know.
Yeah.
And, we was young when we got together, and he was still
out there doing his dirt, you know. He tried to make it seem like he wasn't. But, you know, I know he was. And I tripped about it because I demanded my respect. But at the same time, we weren't married. And... as much as I hated the fact that he had his options open and I didn't, because it's just me. When I'm with somebody, I'm with somebody. I'm not looking to the left. I'm not looking to the right. I'm not on social media. That's just me.
But all right, let me talk to the fellas for a minute. How many times we done heard that, you know, and you got to make sure, you know, it took me a minute to really, really get to know her, to understand this, you know, like at first, girls gonna tell you, just like dudes tell y'all what y'all want to hear. Females do the same thing. So we cover our heart like y'all cover y'all heart. Men won't admit it.
That's understandable. I mean, of course, that you're right. I can't disagree with that. I can't argue with that. And that's how I knew my actions had to speak louder than my words. I knew that I couldn't display that kind of behavior because I knew how you felt about that.
Right.
And to me, I can't sit there and say this and then it be one thing, you know. But at the same time, I had to let him know, you have to be able to trust me.
Yeah.
I'm going to be out in the world where I work with people of the opposite sex the same way you will be. Now, I'm different because I tell him, you know, he get mad at me and say that you're just jealous, you're crazy. I am, you know, when it comes to mine or whatever, but I'm going to tell you why. Because there's an attack on married men out there or men that are in a relationship. You know what I mean?
What about when we weren't married? You was still the same.
I just said men that are in a relationship. There's still an attack, you know what I mean? You still have to deal with the temptation. You know, men are not as strong in their willpower to deal with temptation. And women throw themselves at men sometimes. You know, so I had to learn how to trust my husband that if he is, or if someone does approach him, that he will have enough willpower and respect and love for me to be like, nah. You know, have I caught him a few times on his phone doing stuff? Of course. And I'm going to tell you how I knew. I don't go through my husband's phone all the time. But I do know him very well. Okay? I know when he's acting differently. I know when he's being sneaky. I've been with him too long to notice the changes. And that's when I'm like, something ain't right. And I never go through his phone. Let me tell you what always happens. It's always the time because, you know, he wants me to trust him. So this time, like, I can answer my husband's phone. If something come through, he don't, like, die for his phone. And it's not like that.
She had my phone sometimes.
Right.
Like, I have her phone. Like, when we, you know.
Yeah, you know, when we was on the struggle, and one phone bill had to be paid and the other couldn't, it was never like, oh, you couldn't take my phone.
She at work, I got her phone.
Right.
You know, so.
But it was always a time where I found him trying to hide something, and that's when I would get pissed off. And it's just like, okay, you may not be doing it now, but that explains why you were acting the way you were acting at this point in time. You just have to know your significant other.
I had a bad habit of keeping my options open, you know what I mean?
Yes, and don't get me wrong, I understood why, because of what he went through dealing with women in his past, and I had trust issues because of what I went through in my past. So we were just dealing with past issues, and we were taking it out on each other. And you know, like my husband said, like he would have this insecurity of a woman really not loving him the way she said he does. Like she has ulterior motives, or she's not who she said she was. I knew that would be something that would be extremely hard to deal with in a relationship, but I was willing to show him that that's who I am. I am that person. I'm not trying to get over on you. I will cut everybody and everything off for you. Like,
and she made me cut everybody off.
Yes, because that's what he wanted from me.
But I respected it because, like she said, if I expect her to cut everybody off, I gotta do the same thing. Mm-hmm. And it take time, you know. Like, I'm gonna talk to the couples. Like, don't end a relationship over nothing stupid. Like, oh, he went through my phone, this and that, because that could be your soulmate, and you gotta give people time to grow. Mm-hmm. And that's why I love her so much. She gave me time to grow. You know, like, I used to have a bad habit of saying if I still got it, I wouldn't have no plans on going to see the girl or nothing like that. But just as a man, you like, man, my longest relationship before her was like 3 years, but it was like, I wasn't completely dedicated to that relationship. So when I got in a real relationship with a woman that wasn't going for that, I ain't know how to respond because I was used to doing what I wanted to do. So as a man, you just gotta know when you got something good, and you just gotta learn, you know, to chill out. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it come with age, and it come with time and growth.
Yeah,
you know?
It definitely does. And you know, for women out there who say, I'm not gonna put up with none of that, I mean, that's fine. To each his own. You know what I mean? No one is perfect though. And I guess because of what I've been through before, what my husband does, it's nothing compared to it.
And I ain't saying sit down and let a man dug you out or nothing.
No, right. It's not right for him to see if he still got it. It's not right for him to reach out to ex-girlfriends and things like that. And you people out there that think I don't know, I know. I know everything about my husband. Even the things that he think I don't know, I know. We've been together too long. We've spent too much time with each other. It's just something that I know. And the thing is, though, when my husband gets caught, he may lie for like 2 minutes. But then when it really gets down to the nitty gritty, and I'm like, no, baby, seriously, what's up? What led you to do this? Like, what's going on? There has to be something. We have a conversation. Mm-hmm. And because my husband is honest with me, I'm able to forgive him for what really happened. It's never a situation where it's not discussed.
Right.
We talk about it. Right. We talk about what went wrong. two people aren't always to blame.
Right.
You know, he tells me, well, that is I was feeling this way and this, you know, and I'm not excusing it, but I can respect my husband so much for being honest with me.
And I can honestly say, you know, like, as you grow and as you start realizing the shit really don't make no sense, it becomes less and less. It becomes like, why am I even doing this type stuff? So, you know, it took me a minute, but once I got it. Like, I was like, okay, this how a relationship supposed to be. This how a marriage supposed to be. Like, I be saying females putting posts like, can you females, somebody, anybody, a girl be like, how can I put this? The post will say something like, somebody post a name of their boyfriend who phone they can have, or who phone they can go through without finding them.
Okay.
And I can honestly say, like, she can get my phone right now and she won't see nothing crazy, you know what I mean? Because I had to cut it off because I seen it was hurting her. And that's what it's about growth, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if you really love somebody, you ain't gonna want to keep saying them hurt, you know what I mean? You might do it once, might twice, maybe even 3 times, but if you keep doing it, like, for years and years, you need to be out their relationship because you don't want to be there.
Exactly, like the great Daisy said, you know, the best form of apology is changed behavior. And that's how come I know that it has to be something that we're going through. Like, we go through our ups and downs, you guys.
Nobody's perfect.
No one is perfect. You know, we go through changes. We go through stages in our life. We may not like that stage that the next person is going through. But the one thing we do is we have an open line of communication.
Right.
You know, I tell my husband, I'm like, baby, I never, ever cheat on you. I'm not out here looking for anything. But I'm telling you, this is what I need from you. You know what I mean? I'm still a woman. Don't think that I don't do these things, that I don't want that from you,
Right.
that I'm not seeking that from you. So it's important to have that open kind of communication. Don't worry about feeling vulnerable.
Exactly.
You should be okay being vulnerable in front of your significant other
Right.
or your spouse if you're in love and you really care about that person. So I think all these stages that we have gone through, the good, bad, and the ugly, the one thing that we have is solidity, and we communicate it.
Right. And this coming from somebody who I never thought I would have even been married, you see what I'm saying? So life a trip like that sometime, and I just feel like if men are focused more on their relationship, and it's cool to chill with your homies and all that, but you'll realize your girl gonna be your best friend. She gonna be the one. A lot of men won't admit it, but when you got that tear in your eye at night, or you going through something, or the job ain't treating you right, or you can't find a job, or life just getting too hard, she gonna be the one to comfort you. Your homeboy gonna be like, nigga, suck that shit up. So, I mean, she my best friend, you feel me? I ain't scared to admit it because, like she said, we spend a lot of time together. We know each other. She know me. If I'm feeling some kind of way, nobody else might not know what's wrong with me, but she gonna know. You know what I mean? So.
And it took some time. I didn't give up on my husband.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I didn't give up. I wanted to know, like, what it was, because I know some things. I know his heart, like, his true, genuine heart. So, to me, when he would do anything out of his character, of his heart, I knew something was wrong. I knew he was dealing with something, and he felt as if though he couldn't express it to me as his wife. He may thought that I would judge him, or
sometimes we think our girls won't understand, but they understand. But
you got to be willing to communicate, though.
The bottom line, you feel me? I feel like it's wrong. I feel like you should trust who you with, but I know sometimes it's mandatory. Like you said, if you saying changes, or this one girl keep liking everything and commenting and putting kissy faces, I mean, same vice versa with a man.
Exactly.
So, I mean, I understand it, but I just feel like if you in a genuine relationship and y'all really love each other, you shouldn't have to do all that. You know what I mean? The proof should be in the pudding. But we want to know what y'all think.
Exactly.
We want to know y'all opinion. You know, get at us, man. You know what I mean? Make sure you go subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's what is under? It's under Living with the Garrisons. You can find it. But the channel is actually, like, to search it, I think it's Jaleesa and Tony, or Tony and Jaleesa. But
we're going to get it together, we promise.
Yeah, you know, but you can find it under Living with the Garrisons. Make sure you hit that bell so you can know when we upload. Make sure you comment. We want to talk to y'all about these topics because we curious to see how other people feel about this stuff.
Yeah.
We had a conversation like, man, what you think people feel about this? So We just being
we know we're
transparent with
different.
y'all.
We're,
Yeah.
you know, we don't think the same as everyone else, and we just would love to build a community to encourage and uplift people that are in relationships,
Right.
are in happy and
Even
healthy
single
relationships,
people, everybody.
and single people, so you can be able to find a platform to know what a healthy and happy relationship should be like.
Right.
So we appreciate you guys for
And
taking the time out.
And we happy to announce that One Nation Photography is definitely legit, like all the way legit now. LLC went through, so you know anybody needs some work done. You know we starting out, and I'm gonna do this. If you in the Georgia area, you know I'm gonna do 3 free shoots. You know just to show the work. You know we gonna build a brand up like that. So if you interested, you trying to get some work done. You know, my wife know everybody in Georgia, so hit her inbox or her DM. You know, and anybody in Birmingham, I'm willing to travel there too to do work. But I'm just trying to get it. You know, it's not arrogant, it's not cocky. You know, we small business owners. We try to come from the ground up. You know, so I'm willing to put that work in. But yeah, subscribe to the channel, Tony, 2 times, and we gonna see y'all win.
Soon.
Yeah, we'll see y'all soon, you know. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We out.
Bye.